Good afternoon, my friends. This is Tata Lumbanda Fimaya Galarraga on this beautiful afternoon. Hoping that everyone is having a safe and blessed week. My message for today is very short and simple. And it says, you have to feel it in order to heal it. If you don't allow yourself the opportunity to go through the emotions of certain experiences that you've had in the past, you won't ever be able to heal it. Many individuals, men and women, have been through situations that have impacted them to the core of their being. It have left an irreparable mark in their soul. It have left certain memories. It have left certain pains that they have not allowed themselves to go through. And mainly we do this for a couple of reasons. Number one, many people do not allow themselves to go through the pain of what they went through because they feel that they don't have the power, they don't have what it takes to go through that pain. They are more afraid of going through the pains of what they went through than the actual experience itself. We don't want to relive through certain situations. We don't want to go back in our memory or in time and go through certain details of things that were not pretty in our lives. So at times, you allow yourself to be in an emotional prison, and the effects of you allowing yourself and keeping yourself in this emotional prison hinders all kinds of blessings, blocks all kinds of blessings on prosperities. These are individuals that many times you see them at work and they're very distant, quiet. Then they don't socialize with people. They really just keep to themselves. They hardly ever smile or laugh. Many little things make them happy. They're just in their own world. They're there to do their job. They're there to do what they want, and that's it. Obviously, there's always an exception to every rule. So not every single person that show these characteristics that I'm speaking about is because they went through a traumatic situations that impacted them, and therefore they want to be, the way they are. No, a lot of people are how they are because that's just their natural way of being. I'm speaking to the ones though, that once upon a time you were happy. Once upon a time you used to sincerely smile and laugh. Once upon a time you felt in control of life until an event, a situation, or a person stripped you, stole that from you. And instead of confronting that situation, instead of facing it head on, instead of going through the emotions, you locked down. You just shut down. Your emotions shut down. Your social skills went out the window. You became yourself and placed yourself in an emotional prison. And many of you have been there for years. Whether it was because you lost someone dear to a tragic death or someone that just passed away and you have never been able to be the same again. Whether it was a traumatic experience that you went through in your childhood or in your teenage years or even as an adult. Whatever it was or whomever provoked the situation, you have given them power over you at the time that you decided to shut down. At the time that you said, I can't feel this. I will not feel this. I'm okay. I'm good. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it. Each and every time that you say, I don't want to talk about it, is because the pain is still so vivid in you but it's just been suppressed. It's been locked down. It's been pushed away. It has not been confronted. And the effects of you not confronting the issue steals blessings away from you. You become very distant from individuals around you. A prime example of this would be women. Women who have unfortunately gone through some sexual abuse experience, have been raped or molested when they were young, when they were a child or a teenager, or even as an adult. And they decided to hide behind their weight, behind their obesity, so that in being obese, this became their protective shield against men. This became their guard, their bodyguard, so that they wouldn't ever have to endure a situation like that. You know, I'm here to tell you today, if this is you, that while you hide behind your obesity, because this indeed is not whom you want to be, this was just a choice that you made to feel protected, to feel that, protective, if not protected enough so that you wouldn't have to ever go through such an experience again. You have also invited into your life depression, isolation, lack of love. You have invited into your life negative energies, negative vibrations. You deserve love. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be around people. You deserve to smile from in out. You deserve to truly laugh. But you've been stripped of this situation. You have been stripped of these God-given rights by the individual who violated you, by the person who crossed the line. And I need you to see that you have given them power over you. And even though this might have happened years ago, you are still their victim. You are still under that individual's control because you have not allowed yourself the opportunity to feel the pain so that you can heal it. Maybe now you are at a stage in your life when you say, I don't care to heal it anymore. That's in the past. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. I'm all right. This is a state of mind that you have allowed yourself to be convinced of. You have convinced yourself that you're okay. You have convinced yourself that it's in the past, but your current state, your current condition is a clear indication that it's not in the past. It continues to be part of your everyday life. It continues to be part of your everyday existence based on the fact that you act isolated, you act bitter, you become unfriendly, you don't want to socialize, you have kept yourself at a distance. And there's a major difference between living and existing. All that you do is exist, but you're not living, and it's time to live. And I'm using that just as an example, but there's many situations that human beings go through that indicate that they are inside an emotional prison due to the experiences that they have undergone. It is time to break that silence. It is time to break that situation. Cut it out of your life. You can cut it out of your life unless you face it. And maybe you are not able to confront the person anymore. Maybe you don't even know where they are. Maybe you never knew them, even though 9 times out of 10 is usually a known person. Or if you lost someone to death and your life has never ever felt the same again, it is time for you to revive and live. It is time for you to stand up and show up for yourself. Because at the time that that person, that loved one transitioned, you also spiritually and energetically died with them. But you're still breathing. And the fact that you're still breathing, you're still deserving of true, abundant life, of the God-given gifts that we all have the right to share and live. It is time for you to breathe. You gotta let it out. You have to let it out. Stop hiding. Stop acting like it's okay. Stop acting and stop lying to yourself by saying that it doesn't matter anymore. Stop lying to yourself by saying that it's in the past. Stop ignoring what's been eating at you for such a long time. This is the time to break the silence. You don't have to necessarily do it with someone else. Even if you do it, even if you do the work yourself, even if you do it somewhere out in nature, go to the ocean, go to the mountaintop. If you have hills and mountains in your city, go to a river. Go sit under a tree. Because nature, the universe wants to hear you. The universe wants to embrace you. You are afraid that you don't have what it takes to go through that pain. You don't want to relive certain circumstances that you have locked away. But just because it's locked does not mean it's healed. And if it's not healed, you're not living. And that's not a way of life. You are a beautiful individual that deserves to be around other beautiful individuals. But you are cheating someone else out of being part of your life, out of being, exposed to your beautiful being. And you're cheating yourself out of a new beginning because you are in an emotional prison. It is time to break the silence. It is time to confront the past so that we can heal it and definitely let it go. In not doing so, continues to give birth to anger, depression, anxiety, confusion, continues to give birth to so many negative emotions and feelings that there's no room for happiness. It leaves no room for true abundance. It just doesn't. It's time to heal. And that can only happen if you allow it. If you give yourself the opportunity to go through the emotion. You gotta go through the emotion. You got to feel it in order to heal it, beloved. It is time. Don't cheat yourself out of it. You deserve more. You're much more blessed. You're much more abundant. You're much more important than you have allowed yourself to be. I don't know who this is for, but this is for so many people. This is for so many individuals that are, your inner self is crying to be healed. You're maybe 30 and 40 years old now, but you're still internally, emotionally, that 9 and 10-year-old child that was molested, that was raped, that was abused, that was violated. You might be 30 and 40 and 50 years old now, but you're still that 11, that 15, that 16-year-old, that 19-year-old who was hurt by your parent, who was isolated, who was never paid attention to, who was never supported, who was never guided. So even though you might be an adult now, based on your birth date, based on the calendar, But internally, you're still that person that you were at the time that you were hurt, at the time that you had that loss, at the time that you were violated, at the time of life that you were going through so much. You are still that person. You have not allowed yourself an opportunity to grow. And that needs to stop. You only have one opportunity in this lifetime to do it. You only have one chance to live fully. And time is running out. Months are going by fast. Years are going by you so quickly. It's time to release. It's time to open up. It's time to speak. It's time to feel it in order to heal it. You deserve this opportunity. And it's never, never, ever too late. There's no such thing. It's never too late. It's never too late. So, I tell you this. You don't have to do it alone. And you don't have to do it with someone else. But it's time for you to do it. And if I, in any kind of way, shape, or form, if my spiritual abilities can be of service to you, here I am. If you're not reaching out, it's because you choose not to. I don't care who you do it with, where you do it at, but do it. It's time to feel it in order to heal it, so that you can welcome your new beginning, so that you can kill the old you that has not allowed you to live, so that you can now birth the new you. Let's do it. You're not alone. Many blessings to you. This video may not be for you, but I'm sure you might know someone that it is for. So please share it. Share it with whomever you think needs to hear this spiritual message, this message from the universe, from spirit. It's time to release. It's time to heal. Hit the like button, leave your comment, and share the video. And on a side note, if you are an Orisha practitioner, if you are a Yoruba or Lukumi practitioner, or love the Orisha music, I do teach an Orisha song class on the third Saturday of every month. You're more than welcome to join me in this particular class. Whether you are here in California, you can come in person, or whether you want to do it online if you're out of the state of California. This is a class that will go down always on the third Saturday of every month. It's time to learn the songs. It's time to sing to the Orishas. It's time to enhance our knowledge of this beautiful, beautiful tradition that has been distorted by so many, especially the media. It's time to give it a different light and a different understanding. And it's time for us to communicate differently with our deities and energies and spirituality and our Orishas. So if you're interested, send me an email or shoot me a message in the bottom, and I will get back to you. This class again is offered online for those of you that are not in the state of California, and it happens at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let's get it going. Okay, many blessings to you. Many, many blessings to you. This is Tata Lumbanda Fimaya Galarraga. Hit the like button, leave the comment, and please share the video. Many blessings to you.